Okay, Digging History fans. Well, we didn't do too bad today. We found some Civil War bullets, found a round ball, found a 3-ring bullet, and I found a wedding band. I found a piece of chain. I think I showed you all that. You'll see that on some of the live feed. But I found a lot of really cool stuff. So it was all in all, it was a good day. It's getting dark a lot earlier now, so the time is going to go back. So this will be like 5:50 when the time goes back. So we're going to have to work out some better schedules for when the time changes. I mean, it's 6:50 right now, and I know it's dark and you can't hardly see me, and that's okay because I'm telling you, I'm dirty, and it just I got some good steps in today. I found out, if you don't do something every few days, I'm telling you, you feel it. And the older you get, the more you feel it. So the secret to this thing is to keep moving. Always keep moving. Look, it don't matter if you go out to a park or if you go out to a beach or wherever you go to, okay? Just go do something. You know what I mean? Just go and do something and enjoy life. Whether you just walk, maybe you live close to a beach and you can walk up and down the beach and the shoreline and you're just out there, picking stuff up. We've got friends all over this world that do that. Mudlarking, they call it mudlarking over in the UK. And I'm going to go over there and do some of that stuff one of these days. I've never done it before, so, need to go do it. Same thing with hitting some of those ancient fields over there in the United Kingdom, and I'm coming. I just want to pick the right month because I'm gonna have to fly over there and give myself at least 2 weeks, because I don't want to get over there and say, well, I'm just gonna be here for a week and it ends up raining the whole time, or it's the wrong season, for digging. So all of my UK friends and my European friends, especially those of you that are hitting some of those battlefields in Germany, I want to go with you and film that and talk about this. And if we find some cool stuff, I'd like to put it in your museum. I've got lots of cool stuff, okay? I've got a pocket full of bullets right now. I've got a wedding band. I think that it's silver because it was ringing up high 50s and 60s. That's usually like a quarter or something silver. So this may be a silver ring. I don't know. We're going to find out. But it's definitely a wedding band. It could be copper. It really could. I don't know what all they made. Some of the wedding bands. I've heard brass. I've heard copper. I've heard silver. Obviously gold. I found some gold wedding bands, and they come out always looking like new money. I've never dug up a pure gold ring or anything. I've never dug a gold coin. That's my bucket lister right there, folks, is a gold Spanish doubloon. I've got some beach areas that I can hit, and I'm really looking forward to that. I really am. And I've got me some sand scoopers that's coming. And also trying to get out along some of these riverbanks and stuff, and looking for some of the artifacts out there. But you take it one day at a time. That's all you can do, but you got to stay moving. So here's my friendly advice to you. If you haven't got off the couch and moved and you're just feeling depressed, get up and move. Get up and walk around. I don't care if you just walk around your house. Walk in place. Every time that a commercial comes on, okay, get up and walk until the commercial goes off. Walk in place, and then you can go sit back down and watch your show. Drink water, okay? Start drinking water, folks. We're not drinking enough water, and I worry about people because they think once they get to the age of 50, it's like it's all over. That's not true. I know a lot of 80 and 90-year-old people that are still out metal detecting. That's right. And they're enjoying life. Now they have to do something every day. My good friend Woody Williams, he was almost 100 years old when he passed. And it broke my heart when he was gone. But I'm going to tell you something. When he was 92 years old, he walked over 5 miles through the woods with me, with myself and 3 other people. And they were older than me as well. And look, they kept up with me and did a very good job. And he was 92 years old. So don't just give up on life, okay? I've got some of you friends that are out there, you're battling different things, sicknesses, illnesses, depression. I love you guys, okay? I do, and I care about you. Even you people that hate me, okay? When I am a Christian that believes in this, okay? I believe that, when you're told to love thy neighbor, it means all of you, even the ones that I don't like, even the ones that don't like me, even the ones that give me a hard time sometimes. I would never want to see anything bad happen to you or anybody. But especially you, the Digging History fans, the group that's out there. Man, I care about you people. And some of you I've never met, but we've just had this great friendship through social media. This is the one good thing about social media, is that we can have these bonds of friendship. And that's what we're doing here. This October, it's been hot. Man, it's been hot. And we've had floods and hurricanes and all these storms have come through. People have died. It's been a hard time. America is having a hard time now going through the election and all of the fighting and the bickering and the hatred and the uncivilized activity that goes on. People look at me and say, I've been to 2 wars, folks. I've seen the warfare is the ultimate failure in communication, civility, and maturity. When we have to send our young men and women to war, to fight wars, something is broke down. Or someone's done something real bad. I went to Desert Storm and I went to Iraqi Freedom. And I was very fortunate, very lucky to get through that. It was a hard time. It wasn't easy. But, I'm through it. And it's like, and the further I get away from it, the more I realize just how much of a waste of life, okay, that war can be. And then now, as I'm out here working in the veteran space, talking to veterans and trying to help you with legislative priorities and different things that I'm working on. And I love what I do. I really do. And I love Digging History. I've never taken a dime for this, to do this. Okay, years I've done this. And I do it because I want to, if I can reach out, if I can just reach one person and they say, man, that really made me get up off the couch and get to digging, then that's a good thing, folks. And, one of my good friends jokes around, says, you're like the Mr. Rogers of metal detecting, because you say, if nobody's told you they loved you today, I'm telling you that I love you. And I love you because you're watching this show right now. You're watching this show right now. And you're thinking, man, that guy's kind of nutty, but he's all right. And that's okay. Now, not everybody feels that way. Some people, I have a friend I met on, on social media. He uses a puppet and he sings happy birthday to people. He sang happy birthday, and I'm not going to say who it was, but to somebody very close to me who was experiencing probably the lowest point of their life. And he never knew him. They never physically met. He lives in California. This person lives in West Virginia. But he took his time and he put on that show with that, it's like a dragon hand puppet. And I love the guy for it. Okay? And he did that. And he sang happy birthday. And that person called me and said, who is this guy? He's really cool. And it was the first decent conversation I'd had with this person in a long time. So let me just say this, that we are empowered to either be decent, civilized, or you can be a jackass. You can be a jerk. You can go and you can make videos slandering people, hurting people, slamming people, and you can think that you're doing a righteous thing, but you're not when you do that. When you social media bully people and you carry on the way you do, all you're doing is you're making an investment in a thing called karma. It'll always come back and get you one day. And it'll come back so hard. And it'll come back later in your life. Whenever you look around, you'll think, well, why is it that and then you'll know. So let's be good to each other, folks. Let's try to treat each other with a little civility, decency, and respect. I don't care who you vote for. All I care about is are you going to get a metal detector? Are you wanting to go out metal detecting? Or you want to, what's your hobby? What's your sport? How's your kids and your family doing? How's your parents doing? How are you doing? That's what I care about. All this other stuff, I don't care. And neither should you. You should take life and embrace it and enjoy it. And stop treating it like you've got to get on Facebook and just trash each other. Or make stupid ass YouTube videos hurting people for no reason. Because it not only does it make you look really stupid, it does. It makes you look dumb. And if you can't hold your tongue, if you can't have enough civility to be able to go in public and walk by someone, you know, I see people all the time. I don't particularly like certain people, okay? I don't like what they do. Them, I tolerate, pray for them, you know. I don't, like I said, I try very hard. But I wouldn't think to open up my mouth and just start cussing and carrying on like some of this stuff we see on these videos. And then you that do that stuff, those people that do that stuff will be the same ones that'll sit back, oh, I can't believe we got such a high suicide rate. It's because people like that are doing those kind of things. And they're hurting humanity. And they're not doing anything to promote goodness, decency. And that most of them will sit in a church on Sunday and swear that they are living at the foot of the cross. It's not that way, folks. You know, there's also a passage that says faith without works is dead. Okay, understand that. You have to have works. And, you know, you're known by your fruit. And if your fruit's bitter and rotten and nasty, then take a look at yourself. You know, evaluate yourself. Am I doing these things? You know, ask people that are close to you and tell them to be honest with you. And if they tell you yes, make the change in your life and watch your life get better. So anyways, this is actually the closing for the October Digging History show. I am on the road as usual, and I'm out here, and I love this show. We've been around for, gosh, over 3 years now. And I've loved every minute. Met some fantastic people. Talked to some wonderful people. Linked up with some friends. Bravo, who's not with me right now, but Bravo. Everybody knows Bravo, the Wonder Dog. Bravo's going to be a dad, by the way. He's going to be a dad. So, our other German Shepherd, Cookie, should be having puppies within the next 2 or 3 weeks. So, I've told my wife we're going to probably have 6 or 7. You know, wait and see. We'll probably have 15. I don't know. I don't think so, though. I think we'll have probably 6 or 7. But when they come out, they're going to look like Bravo and Cookie. And so you've seen Cookie, you've seen Bravo, and I don't know if I've ever introduced you to other German Shepherd, Dixie. Oh, she's wild, child. Got to get her out in the woods and get her out digging as well. So, anyways, I'm going to cut this off by saying thank you for watching Digging History and Honoring the Sacrifice. Remember, folks, like and subscribe to the West Virginia Library Television Network. And they do an awesome job. There's so many other shows out there. It's not just my show. It's dozens of other shows that are out there. They have living historians. They have, language teaching classes. And some of you students that are out there that are watching this right now understand that, I do a lot of this for you all as well. You that are in high schools and you watch this on the Kanawha County Library Channel or, whatever county that you happen to be in. Understand that I hope that this teaches you something about history. And I hope that this also teaches you something about, engaging life, because that's what you need to do. You need to set aside all the nonsense. Focus on living your best life every day and do it without hurting each other and doing it by being civil. Because understand that a lot of us are watching these, and some of the stuff that you do, if you think, well, I'd like to go get a job someplace, we're going to look at your social media. And I can tell you this, I hire people and I recommend the hiring of people in other professions. And that's the first thing I do is go look for nonsense on social media. And also we do background checks sometimes for job hiring. That's where we go. And so when you put it out there and you put a YouTube video out there and I go out and I find it, even if you put it under your wife's name or somebody else's name, we know. And we ask these questions. Why is this out here? What are you doing? Your First Amendment rights and all these other things that people say, remember your rights end where that other person's begins. And so, whenever you're out there just doing that, that employer has the right to not employ you, not to give you a job. They can interview you, but when they see things like that, that's a big red flag. So understand that whenever you make all these nonsensical videos, of you doing these different things, it's out there and it's out there forever. So stop it. Maybe one day they'll pass a law that at least those people that are 18 and under, or under the age of 18, their parents should be able to go and petition, send a letter and have their child's stuff taken off of social media. Unfortunately, it gets into the dark web, and there's a lot of stuff that's out there, folks. So be careful with that. Anyways, again, it's James McCormick with Digging History saying thanks a lot. Have a great day and an awesome month. And we'll catch you next month on Digging History. Take care, folks.